You're watching the Hampton Classic Horse Show on WVVH-TV, Hampton's television.
We're back here live at the Sunday Hampton Classic 5-Star Grand Prix. We're getting ready for the jump off. This is where we find out who's going to win today's big purse, the $400,000 Hampton Classic 5-Star Grand Prix. Let's take a look at the jump off. The first jump is a new jump right out of the far corner of the ring. It's 7 7/8 strides. You're going to do either a screaming 7 or a wide, slow 8. Now we go to a new jump. How fast can they go? How tight can they slice back on this new tall 1.55 vertical? Then you gallop over to what was very difficult in the first round, the B and C element of the triple combination. This is 5 B and C. Then who's going to leave a stride out to the tall, green, delicate wall? Are they going to sit up in 8 or leave out and do 7 strides? Then you turn as tight as you can back on the original fence number 2. This is a tall vertical. And then who will do 7 or who will do 8 to the last jump? This is a big square, wide oxer, the orange Hermes oxer. And there you have it. Take a look at the turns, the S-ing, the rollback. Whoever goes clean in the fastest time is going to be our winner. I'm with Max Amaya and Charlie Jane, 2 colleagues of mine, 2 experienced top riders and top trainers at International Sport. Max, we've got 9 riders coming back. Share with us. You're out there in the in-gate. You're talking to your riders. What are you telling them?
Well, at a Grand Prix like this, 5-star, $410,000, dollars in purse, I tell them you go all out. You don't leave anything in the bag, and you go with a good strategy, but you have to go all out.
Don't leave it in the schooling area.
No.
The worst you can be is 9th. So, would you do the 7-1 to 2?
I think it depends a little bit on the horse you have. If you have a big stride, no question, you just march down in 7. If you have a small stride, maybe you bend the 8 and you turn really quick to the next jump.
Well, Katie Dinan has a smaller horse, and she applied that strategy yesterday and had the fastest raw time in yesterday's Saturday Grand Prix, doing what we call the ad.
Correct.
Okay. Charlie, your favorite horse in the class is Carl Cook's Kalinka. If you were out riding that horse, what would your strategy be?
Like I said, he's in the last seat to go. He gets to go last in the order to go. For a little horse that actually has a very huge stride, I think he's going to know what he has to beat, but I think it's going to be fast. I think he's going to have to do all the leave-outs, and he's really going to have to shave the turns.
Well, that little horse has shown us it can leave strides out. For as little as it is, it can really open up.
Absolutely, and they built such a great partnership. He's really developed that horse. He's waited to done the 5-star level till this year, I believe, at 12 years old, and really you can start to see the strong partnership.
So Max, you walked this jump off course. What do you think is the toughest part? Where's the win going to happen?
Well, I think for sure, turning back from 2 to 3, which is, a new jump, number 3 is number 16. That's going to be, a big teller whether you go 2 strides a little too wide or you come sliding back. I think turning back to a double, because the double is backside of that other jump, I think that's going to be quite difficult, especially coming into a oxer to a vertical. I think there's many places where you can make up. For sure the jumps are spread out enough that going fast in between them is going to make a difference.
Okay, and if you had to pick just one place that's the hardest place to be really good and win, which would it be?
The double.
Which rollback? The rollback
and
the
rollback
double.
to a double, yes.
You agree?
I have to agree, yeah. And, we got to just see the course designer walk around with 9 horses to go. He actually put a couple of the fences up, made the last fence a little wider, so we're really in for some great sport.
Yeah, he did put the back rail of the last jump up, so it's a slight ramp so the horses can run at it. But on that really tough rollback to 5 B and C, the actual 4th jump in the jump off, he left that oxer square. So you turn really tight, get a little deep, and here we go. David Blake is in the ring. He's getting a look at that first jump. That's a new jump. What does David have to lose other than to really give it a go? Let's see what happens.
This is a big stride. This is a horse that turns quite well. I think we're going to see some speed.
I mean, it's very difficult going first in a 9-horse jump off. You want to really lay it down there so the other riders have to go so fast. Look, he's getting a look at that very difficult turn to what is now 4AB. That's what, Max, you had shared, you believe to be the hardest turn and most important place to win this class. Well, let's see what happens. Is David Blake going to play poker? Is he going to go out there and lay it all down? Or is he going to be strategic and play chess? Is he going to do a strategic, prompt, neat, clear round and see what the other riders do? Here we go. David Blake from Ireland, galloping to fence 1. Oh, he just cantered the 7, didn't he?
Yes, he does have a big stride. You know, it looked like the way he approached
Here's the angle. It's still up.
Number 1, he was going
There
to
he's going
7.
early.
Pretty good turn here. Only a little rub on the out. Very good at the wall. He's 2 jumps from home. This is going to put pressure on those to come. I'd say he stayed nicely within himself so far. 1 jump to go.
Excellent ride.
A double clear. A prompt, fast ride for David Blake of Ireland on his Mount Keoki. So 40.30, that's the time to beat with a clear round. We've got 8 hungry riders to go. I don't know, I thought he did it just about right.
I think he was playing chess.
Yeah.
He did just what he has to do. He worked out. He put a little pressure on the race, but as you said before, there's about almost every rider coming behind him that is going to be fast, and they're going to be putting
And they're going to
pressure
be
on the
hungry.
clock. Yes.
And I believe some of the other riders might be a little quicker just because his stride is so big,
Yeah,
doing the
horse
7
is a
stride.
little slower way of going.
Absolutely.
Now Katie Dinan's getting ready to take on the jump-off course here in the 5-star Hampton Classic Grand Prix. We've seen her be extra fast doing the ad. What does she do now? Gets the 7. I love the way she hit the right corner. This horse is quick when it lands.
That was 1 less.
Yep, she's already quicker.
She's gotten such great experience against the clock over the last few years. Does the 7. Wow, look at this little horse jump. I love the way it turns when it lands. That makes a big difference. Still clear. Nice little bump. Does the 7. Come on. She took 2 seconds off of David Blake's time to jump into the lead.
You know, the nice thing about this jump off, Peter, as we've seen in the last 2 riders, I think he set up something for us to see really, really good competition.
Exactly. It's not just a matter of seeing how fast you can run. It's really the skill of horse and rider. They not only need to run, but they need to turn on big jumps. They need to do rollbacks, and they really need to be on their game.
Now Katie really put the hammer down, and now we're going to really see some fast jumping.
Yeah, at this point now to win, you're going to have to let it all out. Mario Delorier from Canada on Aram Apagumium's Eurus Duroc.
I mean, Mario's been on top of the sport, winning for 4 decades.
That's right. He won this class in 2019. He does the 7 to the right corner. You see the way these veterans are picking spots of the jump. Going forward to the angle. Oh, it's down. That's too bad. He still wants to be fast. He wants to be the fastest for a falter. It's amazing how the horses leave strides out. You know, when you walk the course, you're like, oh, it's impossible for a horse to do 7 of that big wall. And they're doing it so easily. Let's check that time. Okay, so 40.67. He's the slowest on the clock of our 3 riders, but 1 early rail, and Mario finishes with 1 down. So our 2019 champion exits the arena, and in comes 3rd place from last year's Hampton Classic Grand Prix, Skylar Riley on her experienced and scopy mount, Robin.
It's good to note, Peter, that Skyler won the Grand Prix in Appreville, the 4-star, in a remarkable jump off with this horse.
That means she can be fast. Here she goes. She gets her gallop. Look for her to get the 7 to the right corner of number 2. But once she lands, she's got to put the pedal to the metal. Look at the curving comeback 7. Good gallop on the open stride. Oh, it's down.
Katie did really an excellent job there from fence 2 to 3, making it smooth but with the least amount of strides.
She wants to be faster than Mario, because with 1 down, she can still get a good ribbon here. Let's keep an eye on that clock, the lower right-hand corner of your screen. So she breaks the 40 barrier. So she goes into 3rd place with 5 horses to go.
I think, as Charlie said earlier, I think Katie Dinan put the hammer down, and it's putting pressure on the people coming behind.
She really did. It was, you know, not only is it a quick type, but boy, oh boy, the way it turned when it landed, every time after number 2, boom, it turned right. If Katie didn't stay with it, she would have got spun off to the left.
Yes,
and
correct.
the same thing after the big wall.
I have to say, it was a beautiful conversation, Katie and her horse going around. There was not
That's
so
a
much
nice
pulling
way
on
to
the
put it,
rein.
A conversation.
Yes.
And now one of the fastest riders in the U.S. She's won a lot of really fast classes. Adrian Sternlich and Benny's Legacy. There's no question Adrian's going to try to win this. She might have a pole down, but she's going to be fast. Good angle. It's still
beautiful.
Up. That got our last 2 riders. Very good turn on that Oxer vertical in and out. What a horse. Look at that hind end.
She's quite up.
If she can leave these last 2 up, she may well have it. Oh, it's down. Look at the clock.
37.
She had the time. That's really too bad. Second to last jump. She just got a little past her turn, and Benny's Legacy just dragged his hind end a little bit. Now look at her boot is coming off. Adrian giving her horse.
Oh, that's
no,
Mimi. That's Mimi having a little conversation with Celine, making sure that in the right frame of mind and in the same page for this jump off.
Now, when you have a young rider like this, you guys have coached a lot, you've ridden a lot. They don't know what they can't do.
Absolutely,
So,
and
you know,
I think the last thing they say, go in, have fun, and try to win.
Yep. And we know she can be fast. She's done it at every other level of sport. What a win it would be for this young rider.
It's remarkable how she stays really out of the horse's way. She let the horses do their job, yet she's compensating every step of the way.
Brilliant. She came out the left corner. She's still cleared 2 jumps to go. She's pretty darn fast. The time to beat 38.32. She's got to leave it up. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. No.
Wow.
Wonderfully done. Wonderfully done.
Riding way beyond her years.
Mimi Gotchman goes into 2nd place with an extremely fast, beautifully ridden round in 38.73 seconds, just 0.4 of a second off of Katie Dinan, our current leader. So we've got 3 good ones to go. Now, gentlemen, I'm going to remind you of your picks. Each of us picked 3 different riders. This was my pick, Devin Ryan and Eddie Blue. After him is last year's winner, Daniel Blumen. That's Max's pick on Gemma W. and Carl Cook on the incredibly fast, careful mare, Kalinka. And that's Charlie's pick. All right, Devin. Now, Devin is no stranger to taking advantage of Eddie Blue's big stride and ability to turn and go.
I am predicting 1 to 2, maybe 6 for Devin. He would
Wow.
probably flirt with that.
Now, we didn't
He's
start
winding
the
up.
Labor Day weekend early, did we?
He's winding up.
He's winding up. Let's see.
I think the curving comeback 7
You're right.
to the right corner.
7. Now what does he do? 1,
Still
2.
clear. You've got to have ground speed as you're doing this big S across this. Oh, it's down.
It's down.
So, Peter, you're out of the game.
I'm out. I'm out.
And then there were 2.
Interestingly enough, Charlie and I both agreed that double was going to be the place to really be careful. No one has had it down, and everybody's had that number 3 or
Well, I
number
guess
16
they had
vertical down.
respect. You know, they had respect for the
Yes, indeed.
double. There it is, 38.66. A fast 4 falter. He goes into 5th place behind Adrian Sternlich with 2 riders to go. Looks just a little bit deep, just a little too close, or too close for that speed.
Correct.
Here it is. Olympic veteran, World Championship veteran, Hampton Classic Grand Prix winner, veteran. I think he's won this class 2 times. One with Gemma
Yes,
W, one
correct.
with Landriano.
Correct.
His World Championship mount.
Yes,
Daniels.
Daniel's a great rider, fast rider.
And he won the 2-star Grand Prix yesterday.
Correct,
Didn't he? On a
correct.
different horse.
On a wonderful speedy jump off. He studies the class, he studies the jump off, he knows what he needs to do.
And winning is a habit,
Correct.
and it's addictive. Gemma W, Daniel Blumen. He's been giving a riding lesson all week. See the way he's accelerating to this big vertical. This has been tough for everyone.
And now
Still
he's
up.
fast.
Look at the way he's hustling across the ground. If he can leave this up. It's a delicate wall. Still good. Boy, this mare
he's tight.
turns and goes. I think he's got the clock.
He's on the clock.
5, 6, 7. It's up. It's over.
36.
And a new leader.
Almost 2 full seconds.
Last year's winner goes right to the top of the class. Absolutely brilliant.
Charlie, this is your pick.
We dream, Max. We dream.
Well, Carr is very fast. He was very fast on Friday. I will never count him out. He's coming last. He watched Daniel. I think he knows what he has to do. He's capable of doing it. So I wouldn't put past him that he's going to shave a half a second of this.
And I think, he got to see just now Daniel's round. So he said, this is where I'm going to have to
Now,
be.
what do you think? A relatively young international rider in Carl Cook. Do you think he feels the pressure? Do you think he feels he should win this class, or that he could?
I think he feels the pressure, but I think he can win this class, and I think
Here we
he
go.
believes he can.
The fast, careful mare Kalinka. He did 8 strides.
But he'll be
Okay,
very
let's see
quick
if that
across.
strategy pays off.
That's one less there.
Yep.
He's
Ooh,
got to
look
go.
at this
He's got to
mare
go now.
jump.
He's got to go.
This mare's been jumping better and better the entire show. Come on, Carl.
That's tight.
Comes out the left corner.
He's neck and neck on the time.
Correct.
Now turn
He's
and
really
go.
gotta turn
and
here.
go.
He's close. He's close.
That was tighter.
Yep. He's
It's
got
going to
it.
be close. It's going to be close. Come on.
Go, 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 go. Yes!
He's done it.
Well done, Charlie.
Carl Cook and Kalinka.
The wonderful thing that the U.S. retaining this win.
Yes.
That's the nice
Last
thing.
in
Look
the
at
jump
that.
off.
Look at that for the crowd.
What a fantastic win for Carl Cook and this incredible mare Kalinka. I mean, he knew his horse. He knew exactly what he had it to do and takes the win by 0.2 of a second.
And look at the education of him knowing his horse and saying, nobody before me did 8-1 to 2.
Exactly.
But I'm going to shape it, and I'm going to make it up on the backside and take off like it's a like it's a jet.
Outstanding.
Congratulations
What a
to
win.
him and his team.
Yes.
That was exceptionally done.
That's got to be a career win for Carl Cook. And what he's done is he won today. He won Friday. How many riders have won the Friday Grand Prix qualifier and the Sunday Grand Prix?
Not many,
on the
but a
same
few.
horse? Just a few. And it's a very special list.
Correct. And the nice thing about this is 1 and 2, they both had a different strategy. One went with a different horse on Friday, went with a different horse today and was second, and Carl won on Friday and won today.
With the same horse.
Correct.
Really so exciting. The Hampton Classic crowd was not disappointed. They got a chance to see some of the best 5-star jumping in the world here in Bridgehampton.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to salute. They'll make their way across the center of our arena for the Hampton Classic 2022 edition. And our Grand Prix winner at the 5-star level from California. Let's welcome to the winner's circle, Carl Cook and Kalinka Van Zorvliet for the win here today. And here they come. Carl Cook showing for Signiospi of Woodside, California, and the groom Brooke Belden on behalf of this outstanding Belgian warm blood mare, Kalinka, the 12-year-old in the winner's circle now, and Carl Cook from Rancho Santa Fe, California, receiving the honors now here in the winner's circle.
And Carl Cook came all the way from California to Bridgehampton to win it all.
He gave multiple riding lessons this week. And what's so wonderful to see, Carl Cook has been working and training for years, and he's just gotten better and better and better. And what he showed us today, or this week here at the Hampton Classic, is he's now a seasoned veteran. He's not the guy that every once in a while has the potential to jump up and win a big Grand Prix. He's the guy, he's one of the favorites. To do what he did on Friday, go last, go clear when there was only one clear round, go last in the jump off and win it, and then go clear going last again in today's big Sunday Grand Prix. Go last in the jump off in a very fast class and take home top honors. Really speaks volumes about this young man and what a real top talent he is.
And our second place winner today,
Last year's defending champion,
Wow.
Daniel Blumen, on last year's defending horse, Gemma W. He was great. When Daniel went out of the ring, I'm pretty sure he thought he had it in the bag. And
look how fast
great sport.
Katie came in.
Katie
third.
Dinan was magnificent.
Wow, isn't she?
She was great yesterday. She was great today. She really put the pressure on. She forced Daniel Blumen to be his best, and she forced Carl Cook to be amazing.
Well, look at those names, those 6 names that are listed there. This is the future of the Hampton Classic Horse Show, of show jumping in America. You've got some selection of riders who will be representing America in the future.
We have to make good notice of young American rider Mimi Gotchman in her first big 5-star Grand Prix here in the main stadium at the Hampton Classic. She was double clear, she was fast, she finished 4th today. How wonderful is that? Ireland's David Blake is 5th. Adrian Sternlich on her co-number 1 horse, Benny's Legacy in 6th place. We had great sport today. It doesn't get any better, Ernie.
It does get better in the sense that we're going to be going to the press conference. Marty is our host in the press conference, and we'll have an opportunity to hear firsthand from our 3 winners, 3 top performers today, and everyone's interested in hearing from Carl Cook, just to find out what his secret is, how that cool California mentality has come here to Bridgehampton and really knocked us off our socks here.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what was going through his mind, his strategy for the jump off, what Daniel's was, what Katie's was. There's nothing better than getting behind the scenes and seeing what makes these riders tick.
Well,
and one of the things we're going to find out is just how amazing these horses are, the respect that they have. Thanks to Carl Cook, we're going to listen to the national anthem for the United States of America.
And you saw a very, very exciting finish, and Brooke, time to turn them loose. We are going to enjoy the round of honor here today. And congratulations to our top three for the Hampton Classic Grand Prix 2022 edition. The victory going to Carl Cook and Kalinka for the round of honor here today. Again, our salute to all of these top three competitors, and we hope you enjoy an exciting show jumping right down to the very finish. And again, another fantastic finish here at the Hamptons. Ladies and gentlemen, as they proudly parade around the arena, hope you'll give them a well-deserved show. Congratulations, and we salute.
Here we go, Ernie. The victory gallop led by USA's Carl Cook. The wonderful blue ribbon. What a fabulous, fabulous mare this.
And our great Hampton Classic grandstands. Look at this. These are real fans who've come out here to Bridgehampton, to the Hampton Classic Horse Show to enjoy this competition. And boy, what a week they've had.
Oh, it's been a super week of jumping, and the exciting climax of the whole week of top 5-star jumping. The Sunday Grand Prix couldn't have gone any better. The last proves to be the fastest. It was Friday's winner. It's USA's Carl Cook and this incredible mare, Kalinka. Everybody's going to know this horse's name now that the Hampton Classic has taken place. Very few horses in the history of the Hampton Classic have won the Friday Grand Prix qualifier and the big Sunday Grand Prix.
You're watching the Hampton Classic Horse Show on WVVH-TV, Hampton's television.